Our road stop today is Wallenpaupack Brewing Company, and I'm with the owner, Becky Ryman. Becky, tell me a little bit about your company here.
We've been here for a year now. We started this brewery because we have a house in the area, and our cousin actually started a brewery down in the state of Florida called Marker 48. It's in Hernando County. 7-barrel brewing system, did it in his area. We kind of saw what it did, and being up here at the lake, there's a lot of tourists, a lot of people looking for things to do, and Northeast PA was definitely looking for some good quality production craft beer. So we saw those needs. We, as home brewers, my brother and I, decided, this was a little bit of a big project for us to take on ourselves, to be brewing all this beer. And we were fortunate enough to hire CJ Penzone, who came to us from Trogs, and also Logan Ackerley, who came to us from Saratoga Brewing in New York. It's definitely a passion project, the brewery. It's definitely something that you go into every day and you walk in and you look around and you say, all right, let's do this. This is awesome. Like, I love this. I love the beer. I love the people. I love the area. I love all the good positive vibes we're getting. And that's really what keeps you going, because it does become a 7-day-a-week job. Definitely some early mornings and definitely some late nights. We've gotten tremendous feedback from our customers. We do things a little bit differently. We're a counter service brew pub, what we like to call brewery style. So you come in, you kind of create your own experience. It's pretty casual. Some people do just come in generally for flights and to taste the beers, have a drink. If you're here for the dining experience, we have that as well. That's been great. And then outside of the house, we've had huge reception on our beer. People are really getting into it. They're asking for it at their local distributors, their local bars. So we've made a good name for ourselves.
You have a pretty big menu for a brew pub, because a lot of times brew pubs will have like 2 or 3 things on their menu. It's almost like an afterthought. Not here.
No, yeah, and as much as my brother and I love beer, we also love food. We're big foodies, and we try to keep it interesting, try to keep it fresh, rotate the menu a little bit, do some specials, and that was something really important to us from day one. Our kitchen cranks out amazing food. So just as much passion as we're putting into our beer, we're also putting into our food, which has really brought everything together. People come in, they get this complete experience, which is awesome. So we have everything from shareable appetizers all the way up to meals. We do some of our specialties are poutine. We do a fantastic version of poutine. We do some burgers, fancy grilled cheese. We offer some salads. We have vegan options, vegetarian options as well. Yep, so if you're looking to come in and snack and have a few beers, we've got that to offer, but it's also a place where you can come and enjoy a full meal.
Right now I'm with Logan. He's one of the brewers here. And Logan, tell me, let's start off with your day. How does your day start when you come in here to make all these fantastic beers?
So it all depends on the day. Some days we get right into brewing. We'll come in, we prep the night before, we set all our grain bags out, get them ready to mill in the morning. Then we'll go through our mash and get started with the brew. So we have a 20-barrel, 3-vessel brew house. It's a monster. Like we've done, really big beer, we've done, this light beer, we've done like everything in between, and it handles it, like a champ. Summer was insane. We were brewing, 3 times a week at least, and just cranking out beers.
Tell me about the beers that are in front of us.
So in front of us, we have our Paupack Cream Ale, which is like our flagship. It's a lighter beer, 4.5%, so it's super drinkable, not very hoppy. It's kind of like almost a gateway beer, I guess. A lot of people that don't drink a lot of craft beer, they'll come in, hey, what do you have like this? And it's usually a lighter style. This is what we get.
Right, because you're going to get a lot of people that are going to come in here and say, oh, I don't drink that, I don't drink that.
Yep.
Because they're thinking still like it was 25 years ago. There's only these heavy beers for these craft beer lovers. But there's all kinds of styles, and this is one of them.
Absolutely.
This is a nice light beer for anyone that likes like the Bud Miller Coors kind of thing.
Very simple grain build, not a lot of hops. It just goes down really smooth.
So there you go. Nice session beer you could have.
That's
gateway into the craft beers. Perfect.
Absolutely. And then we also have our first anniversary ale, which we just came out with.
This is not a gateway beer.
No, this is definitely not a gateway beer. Back in November of last year, we brewed a Belgian strong ale, and we threw it in some rum barrels. So it aged 9 months in rum barrels. So it's about 10% alcohol, which is very different than the 4.5%. Definitely not a crushable beer, but it's a really cool experience for a lot of people. Again, you know, people don't realize that craft beer can be this either. It's,
Right.
it's like on the other side of the spectrum. So you get a lot of notes of, you know, oak and vanilla, a little bit of spice.
The rum makes it nice and smooth. These barrel-aged beers that I've been seeing being all the rage, a lot of times it's bourbon barrels, so they got that bourbon bite at the end. This was made in rum barrels.
Yep.
So you got that nice smooth rum at the end there.
I love big beers, big barrel-aged beers. I love it. So I was all for, like when we started talking about barrels, I was like, we got to do something big.
This is a show-off beer. You guys got to be proud of this.
We are very happy with it, especially for our first barrel release, you know, for our anniversary ale.
Yeah.
Like it just all came together really well. So we're thrilled with this beer.
Something special about the water here, I was told. Tell me about the water.
So we are using Pocono water. We're not using reverse osmosis right now or anything. We just have a well. It's not city water. We just pull that in and then we adjust with salt if we need to, which we rarely need to. So the water here has been fantastic especially for the styles that we're brewing. A lot of the lighter beers, the lagers, like it's been really nice for those kind of styles. So water is a huge part of it, and you know, a lot of people don't realize that, how much of a difference it can actually make. So we're very lucky to have such good quality water.
If you could pick one, I know it's like picking your favorite child, but what's your favorite beer here?
This anniversary beer I really like because I love the big beers, but I'm drinking a lot of the Indian Summer IPA. It's our fall IPA. It's more kind of West Coast. It's not the, you know, newer, juicy East Coast beers, but it's just so drinkable. It's crisp and clean.
It's a nice representation of the style, I'd have to say, yeah.
That's probably my favorite right now.
So they have great beer, they have great food, and all year long, they have great events.
We do offer different events outside, and then the area does a great job of doing their own festivals that we've been able to be a part of. So Wally Lake Fest is huge up here. That's a really fun weekend. We did a special beer for them. So they try to keep it fun and interesting for the area throughout the year as well.
They're open Monday and Thursday, noon until 9, Friday and Saturday, noon until 10, Sunday, 10 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Come check us out. We have a great spot here, lots of great beer. We have something for everyone. We do everything from a cream ale all the way to dark beer. We're just starting to release our barrel-aged beer. Lots of great IPAs, lots of great food, and something I like to tell everyone is we're just getting started. We're just starting to write our story. We just turned 1 year old, so there's a lot more great things you're gonna see from us.
So if you make a trip just for this, it's a trip worth taking. The Wallenpaupack Brewing Company. That's our road stop for this episode.